So Casio just released a follow-up to the GA-2100, or the Casio as it's popularly known, which was one of Casio's biggest breakout hits in the last couple of years. And one of the things that everybody liked about it is that it was kind of a low-profile G-Shock. It was really thin, and it seemed to be a little bit on the smaller side. And it had this cool octagon-shaped case that had everybody comparing it to the AP Royal Oak. And this watch is kind of the follow-up to the Casio, and at first glance it might seem like this is just a smaller version of the Casio with a refreshed dial design. But for me, the most crazy and interesting thing about this watch is the fact that Casio made it possible to use standard watch straps on it. So this is going to be just a short video to focus on that one aspect of the watch. I am working on a full review of the watch where I'll talk about all of its features and design. But today is going to be a quick preview and to show off a couple of different strap options that you can put on this watch. This is a big departure not only from the previous Casio style, but from the way that Casio normally handles straps and lugs across all of their G-Shock range. On a typical G-Shock like the DW5600, Casio has this kind of integrated strap look. The strap appears to flow seamlessly into the case with no visible lugs, and the strap also has a curved molded shape to it that's reinforced to make sure that it can't lay flat, and that curved strap is a part of the shock protection that Casio designed into the watch. It's designed to protect the case back from impact. With a strap like this, the watch can basically never fall flat on its back, which is a cool piece of engineering, but it severely limits your options if you want to change out to different straps. It is possible to change straps on most G-Shocks, but they typically use this sort of weird 16mm lug opening, combined with a strap that immediately flares out to the width of the watch case. So with most G-Shocks, you either have to get an adapter that will allow you to fit standard straps on there, or you have to get straps that are specifically designed for that watch. But on this new GA-2300, Casio did something crazy. They included almost standard lugs on a G-Shock. Not only that, you can see they actually included drilled lugs on here to make it easier to change out straps. It looks a little bit odd to see the lugs on this watch. It almost looks like it has a strap adapter built into it, but these are just the actual lugs on the watch. And it would have been so cool if Casio would have just done standard 22mm lugs, but they went with a wider 24mm opening, which means you're probably still going to have to buy straps specifically for this watch because 24mm straps are somewhat uncommon, but they're still way more common and easy to find than custom G-Shock straps. And since I really wanted to play around with a few strap options on this watch, I headed over to CNS Straps, which is one of my favorite places to go when I'm looking to kind of try out different strap looks. And that's because CNS Straps has just an insane selection of straps in all different sizes, including a wide variety of 24mm straps. And they are very cheap when it comes to price. And the level of quality on their straps typically reflects that lower price. So a lot of times I'll buy a bunch of cheap straps from them, I'll find a style that I like, and then I might go out and look for a more expensive version, higher quality version of that strap from a different place. But one exception to that is their ribbed nylon straps. These are inexpensive NATO style straps that I just absolutely love. They're a little bit stiff, they have kind of an old school feel. They take a little while to soften up and break in, but they're well made and have this great vintage look to them. And recently I've kind of preferred that to the more sort of premium seatbelt style NATOs. Anyways, let's try out a few straps on this watch and see how it looks. First up is this black ribbed nylon strap, which matches very well with the black case on this watch. I wasn't really thinking when I was placing the order, but I probably should have looked for some straps that have black hardware. I think that would have matched even better here. But I actually think this watch looks really good on a NATO strap. But black's a little bit boring. Let's try out a different color and go with this sort of khaki brown strap. I think this gives it a little bit of a military style, which I think matches the whole G-Shock vibe pretty well because G-Shocks are often used by the military because of their toughness. And I really like the little bit of color and contrast that that brown strap adds to this black watch. But next, let's try something a little bit different and go with an elastic paratrooper strap. These are kind of the Marine Nationale style straps, which tend to be extremely comfortable. This time I've gone with a Bond colorway. which matches the monochrome color scheme of the watch very well, but adds a little bit of interest with those stripes. Now, this particular strap from CNS is designed very simply. It has kind of a long tail on the end that I would probably cut short once I get the fit figured out, as that tail does have a tendency to flop around on the underside of your wrist if you don't. It's not the most elegant paratrooper style strap I've seen, but it gets the job done and it's still very comfortable. One thing that I've noticed putting it on these fabric straps is that it makes the watch feel incredibly light. This is such a small G-Shock, I almost feel like it should be in their baby G line, but I think Casio wants this to be a unisex watch. And while it looks really small for a G-Shock, 41 millimeters is still a very average watch case size. All right, last one. I'm going to put it over on this mustard strap. This is actually a 22 millimeter strap, so it's smaller than the 24. But sometimes you can get away with putting on slightly smaller NATOs. And a lot of people have a collection of 22 millimeter NATO straps already lying around, so this might be an option as well. And I really like that mustard color along with the black watch. I think that works very well. And as long as your OCD isn't too strong, you probably wouldn't even notice that little gap most of the time while wearing it on a smaller 22 millimeter NATO. So if you're the kind of person who likes to change out your NATO straps on your watches all the time, you might be able to throw on a 22 millimeter one every once in a while to mix things up. Anyways, I'm really happy with this change from Casio, giving you that option to put some more standard straps on your watch. And I do particularly like this watch on a NATO style strap. Cool look and very comfortable. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. I am working on a full review of this new GA-2300, so look forward to that coming out soon. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that so that you can see the full review when it does come out. Anyways, that'll wrap it up for today. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this new watch and the different strap options that I showed you. Tell me which one was your favorite, and we'll see you next time.